Small improvements often feel insignificant in the moment. It's easy to discount the value of saving a little money, exercising for a short time, or studying a language for just an hour. The results aren't immediately apparent, which can lead to discouragement and a return to old, less productive habits. Equally insidious is the ease with which we can slip into negative habits. A single unhealthy meal doesn't cause immediate weight gain. This is where many people stumble in their pursuit of personal growth or achievement. They expect to see immediate, consistent results from their efforts, and when this doesn't happen, they become discouraged and may give up. The reality of progress is often more like the melting of an ice cube. Imagine a room at 25 degrees Fahrenheit with an ice cube sitting on a table. As the room slowly warms, nothing visibly changes with the ice cube. At 26 degrees, 27, 28, and so on, the ice remains solid. It's not until the temperature reaches 32 degrees that a dramatic change occurs. The ice begins to melt.
Hello, beautiful people. I'm so glad that you're here. It's been a little minute since I've last uploaded, but I wanted to just share how glad I am to be back. And again, to thank you for stopping by my channel, whether you're a newcomer or a returning subscriber. I thank you so much. To set the tone of my planning video, I want to share one of my dad's favorite scriptures that he quotes to this day. That is Proverbs 11:30, which is, "The fruit of righteousness is a tree of life, and he who wins souls is wise." The scripture really comes in a timely manner because I will be doing the Proverbs Bible Challenge this month. As I share my planning process with you all, I will explain some of my goals as I really do a rebrand. I did turn 30 this year, hey, but these are changes that I've just been making throughout the year. So really, the new year for me, and honestly, according to the Bible, starts in the spring, but I still use the winter time as a moment to revisit my systems, really to not reinvent the wheel, and, just to reflect on lifestyle changes that I want to implement. So again, I pray that as you're watching this video, that it will be a blessing to you all and that it'll encourage you all on your journey. I hope that if you have any tips, strategies, anything of that nature, that you are open to sharing those in the comments below. That way we can help others who are also watching the channel and build community. So again, thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to being consistent again on YouTube. All right, y'all. So, again, bullet journal. I'm not doing anything new as far as grids and whatnot because it just takes a lot of thoughts. But I do feel like compared to last year when I was sitting on my bullet journal, I feel a little bit more prepared because now I know that I don't have to think so much about the setup. However, I want to do more art. So that's going to be where my energy should be at. So yeah, but y'all, this is honestly so therapeutic. I really want to keep working on my cursive though too. We'll get there. We will get there. I think last time, let me write. I don't know, y'all. Just do it like snowman or something, or igloo. Now I gotta look and see what an igloo looks like. I mean, I know what it looks like. Y'all know. Shh, hush. Mainly that I don't know. I want to see it first. Girl, what is this? That's why I need to see a clip art. I'll do the little bricks. Yeah, let me do that for right now. It's the little door thing that I'm trying to have it like a 3D. Never mind this, y'all. I'm gonna draw my snowman. Or a snowflake. No, I'll do a snowman. Girl. Y'all like, girl, this is so childish. And it's cute. Just remind me of the days when I just used to doodle in class. Okay, that's not bad. But look, we gotta look at this igloo. Igloo clip art. Because I'm trying to... It's the door. Yeah, I really should have just did it to the side. That's part of the problem. So... Yeah, if you did it to the side, ma'am, that'd be different. It's okay. I do see something here, though. Okay, that works for right now. What am I gonna put on this side? A snowflake. Oh, I'm doing too much. I probably should do the snowman over here. No, I'll do the snowflake over here. Now this one's a little bit more difficult. Well, see, you know what? I'm about to invest in some stencils. We're gonna invest in some stencils. But it's okay. Let's see. Oh, this one actually looks pretty decent. I'm looking at this one. Y'all think I can do it? I don't know about this one. We'll try. All right, guys. So I'm still trying to learn this newer phone that I have. It's not necessarily new, but I wanted to. I said that disclaimer because I'm not sure if the picture or like if it just looks like it feels like the lighting is different. Anyways, to make it short, I got my chocolatini here. It's really good, and what we're gonna do is flip through and look at my goals that I set earlier this year. And as you all can see, so when I was showing the template, I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and invest in time in doing this now. That way, when it's time for me to set up my planner, it's not going to take 11 years for me to do that. So now that's out the way. I'm not doing anything new in particular as far as the grid is concerned. So I'm using my same bullet planner because I'm like, I have enough room to fit another year, I believe, especially because I don't do too many pages. And I feel that, well, my intention at least was that after each quarter, I have a setup like this. So it'll have the affirmations, what worked, what didn't work, what do I need to include. Again, I set all this up. Did I actually use it? No. And my goal is to go back and kind of use this as a reflection. Now, I've been doing better with like writing stuff down. What I would like to do though is dedicate time to type whatever I wrote down in a central place. Obviously, as long as it's a safe place for me to do so. So my intentions were that each quarter I would have like just rate myself on a scale of 1 to 10 on how my health was. I put health as far as like my physical. So going to the gym, eating, all that. Mind, meaning my mindset. Self, I think I put that probably, and I'll change it honestly for this year. I want to say maybe I did that as just as far as like my emotions. I don't know. Learning, finances, and overall. So like I said, I will kind of revamp the system. Again, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. TV shows, movie or music. So TV shows slash movies, music, and then self-care bingo, and then some music maybe that I like replayed. Books, child. I I created A to Z reading challenge thing on Canva. And honestly, I did not keep up with it like I should have. And so I feel like I just want to carry that same one into the next year. Honestly. And I'll say this, like I would start a book, but finishing the books, not so much. And mainly because of work or other things that came up, not dedicating time. A few of the books that I know for a fact that I'm like, oh, actually, I kind of want to go back to it just to finish it. But then I also had to tell myself, it is okay to have books that you did not finish. It is okay. So yeah, anyways, that's kind of where I'm at with my reading. So an example, like my whole goal with the setup that I had, I wanted to write down a few things that really stood out. And so August kind of was a big time because it was a trip to Houston, then a family reunion, and connecting with family. So that was good, just getting some traveling in. I don't even know if I'm going to include this portion in, but yeah. So yeah, I want to do a year in pictures, my scriptures, wish list, all of that. So it's really the same setup. So what I did was these were the quarter one goals that I set for 2024. Spiritual was going to church more, being consistent with my Bible study / devotion. Woo, girl, slow down. And then getting involved with the community. And so I will say that I've been going to church more, which I'm very proud of myself for doing so. What the next step is making sure that with the church announcements that I'm putting it in my planner, putting it in my phone, and really just connecting, with people in that way. Like I'm an out of sight, out of mind person. I also need to start, like, I have so many post-it notes, y'all, it's not even funny. So using my post-it notes, putting it on my cork board up here, that way it's visual, I can see it. Another thing I started doing is if I have a thought and I'm like, yeah, I could put it on my phone. But if I'm like, okay, I need to remember to do something, I'm gonna get a post-it note, um write that thought down, and then put it somewhere that I know I'm going to go to that space no matter what. So for me, the bathroom is really a space that I'm like, you're gonna always go to, as you get ready for the day, you close out the day. Same with the kitchen. That's another area that I'm always in, which also ties into like my cleaning. So typically I would do Sunday resets, but I've also found that I've gotten just either behind or like overwhelmed if I'm like, okay, well, I want to do something else on, like I don't want to spend a whole day cleaning. And so it was just like, you know what, let's just reset throughout the week. So again, kitchen and bathroom are a daily thing. And then what I need to make sure I do is like my office and my living room and my bedroom. Those are days that, yes, I do my everyday thing, but like when is the deep clean or like the declutter? So even having a consistent deal of decluttering. That also, okay, so that ties into my personal. Rebuilding my wardrobe, reducing the stress, read or indulge in hobbies frequently, expand my mind. So again, that goes with me wanting to try different experiences. I know I wanted to get into pottery, even with me doing like my bullet journal. So y'all see that I have I found all pens, markers, color pencils that are blue because I wanted January to be blue. Another side note, growing up, blue was my favorite color. Any any form of blue, that was my color. So over the years, my favorite color has changed, but it really hasn't deviated as much. Blue is gonna always be my favorite color. So anyways, that was what I wanted to start with January, with it, being winter. Y'all, they already said it's gonna be a cold front and wintry mix coming in too. So it's like, and I'm a winter baby. So I say all that as, yes, I'm a winter baby child. Listen, I don't like to do things in the winter. I don't. I want to be home. I want to be cozy. I want to be, like, I don't want to be outside, but it's also like, it's a mindset thing, and I want to appreciate every season for what it brings. But then also is another reminder to myself of like, there's so much for me to be grateful for. And there are people that are going through so much. And just like the fact that I have, and it's just gratitude, right? You have a shelter, you have food, you have clothing, like your needs are met, your fundamental needs are met. That I think about the Maslow's pyramid as well, and just as an educator, a reminder, we have children and families that I serve who, they have their own things that they are going on, are going through. And yeah, it's just, again, a reminder of community and how important it is to be in community. So like I said, even, yes, with church, volunteering, but also finding other volunteering opportunities out there, raising awareness about certain, concerns or issues. And I just want to continue to do that. So anyways, yeah, so the decluttering, just realizing that I want to create more. I want to create more than I consume. And so in order for me to do that, though, I really need to be in a space where I don't feel overwhelmed. So again, having a habit of decluttering all these different books, papers, whatever, supplies, clothing, all these different things where it's just like you need to really assess. You need to ask yourself, have I really utilized this? I've also been getting into audiobooks more. I haven't necessarily done audiobooks like with fiction books, but nonfiction. And so one that I'm listening to in particular is Create Space by, what is it? Let me look. So, I do use, my, public library to, check out physical books and audiobooks and, ebooks, honestly. And this is another plug in for y'all. Listen, public libraries are also, that really is a safe space for so many people. I know for me, growing up, I'm thankful that my parents always took us to the library, and sometimes we would walk there after school. Um, and it was a safe space, right? And just when I talked to my grandmother, both on both sides, um, my grandmothers, they would say how, you know, when they were younger, they would just they would go to the library, and like that was their safe haven. And so even looking at um, how public libraries especially were helpful for Black and brown children, like that's something that I'm very much, we getting into this, like y'all, I'm so excited honestly, because I'm like, you know what, as much as I want to fit all of this, and I got 1 minute and 40 seconds to tell y'all this, because I'm not gonna have any more, we're gonna close out this video. Y'all be on the lookout for the content that I'm going to be creating, because I'm like, when I tell y'all I'm so passionate about so many different areas, I just want to get to it, and I want to share it, and I want to be in a community. I want to build community. Y'all can probably hear the excitement in my voice. And I really want God to continue to use my channel to inspire other people, and just that God continue to pour his spirit out on me, and it overflows into the next people. So again, career, declutter, take pictures, stay on documentation, financial, child. Listen, the money, baby, spending money all the time on food, and I need to chill out. And I also need to have healthier food options. Again, health and fitness, meal prepping, healthier foods, working out. On here, I said 3 to 4 times a week. And I'll say go to the gym 3 times a week. And then outside of the gym, I have other things that I do for cardio, like dance classes, and then relationships, being present, going to more events, socializing, child, getting into this dating scene, and, you know, having discernment, and really hoping and praying that, you know, the husband that God has for me will find me. Hey, amen. Because baby, listen, this dating scene is no joke. But honestly, I'm just going to continue to see God's kingdom, and live out my life, to really enjoy my life. And all right, y'all, I apologize. I knew it was going to cut me off again, but like I was saying, this is the setup that I had for this year, and I'm just carrying it over into the next year. So to close it off, financial, I really want to focus on this area, use what I have before I buy, which I feel like I did pretty good as far as like hygiene products are concerned. I want to do the same like with food. Food is really the main area. Also try to use some apps. I do use a different tracker as well on Google Sheets to help me track my finances. So I just want to do better with, as soon as I make a purchase, I'm tracking it, because, you know, like getting that habit, because it's like, girl, like all this swiping you're doing, now you got to put it into your planner, and you can see right then and there how much things are adding up. Yeah. And then that reminded me that with like audiobooks, that's what I was saying. So it was Crave Space by Dilly Carter. I think that's her name. I was pulling it up, and then the memory was like, girl, you're done. We're done. Yeah. So I used the, to do my squares. And I honestly, my goal this time was to put more color. That was another thing, just adding more color. I'm moving from the millennial, I know that's what they call them. I love millennials. I love us, y'all. I really do. But they were saying how like millennials typically do like the gray, white, black, beige. And I really want to add some more color into my home, but I still like my white, black, and gray. I do, it just looks so modern and put together. But I'm still going to add, some color into my space. And so again, Create Space by Dilly Carter. I'm also listening to Atomic Habits on YouTube, and I actually have the physical book as well. So I'm going to be focusing on like immersive reading. But I find that whenever I put audiobooks on while I'm cleaning or doing any kind of task, like it's helping me to focus on the task at hand, but then also getting little nuggets and typing those in on Notion or on Google Drive, whatever the case is, Google Keep. So yeah, I'm going to add those goals. And then also some of the stuff is really just going to be between me and God. But I at least wanted to show you all what I plan on doing. So what I did was the highlights. I did have a deal where it would show like the sleep tracker and the expense tracker, but I'm gonna be very real. I did not fill those out. This is what it looks like, sleep tracker, and then my expenses. So this is where I said I was going to put stuff inside. So yes, thank you again. Before this video cuts me off, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that you all enjoyed it and inspired you all to set your own goals and revisit systems. That's why I brought up Atomic Habits. But yeah, this channel, we're about to put more content in because I really want to share with you all what I'm doing, and I want to learn from you all as well. So again, thank y'all so much for watching. I hope that you all have a beautiful and wonderful reset holiday, spend time with family and loved ones, and let's move on with our life, rebrand ourselves, and walk into the rooms God has called us to walk into. Amen. Have a good one.